Hey guys, how are you all? Hope so you all are doing well. So let's start the story without any further conversation. Jimin come in the kitchen. He see YoOngI is making the dinner. For some for some seconds, YoOngI stop, but he don't look up. He again start to do his work from roll from his eyes. He went to him and stand beside him, looking down. Jimin, I don't know how he come here. Who gave him address? I asked from Chiang also, but he said he don't give him my address. I promise from when we got I don't talk with him. He messaged me also, but I don't give him reply. That's why he come. I am not on you. I am not in contact with anyone. He is saying, and also YoOngI turn. He see him and he stand in front of him. Jimin, I never think to you. All this I do is just I want to you. I never think to do all this in your absence. It's he complete his sentence. Jimin, I'm sorry. YoOngI, it's not. I said it's not. I don't said you anything, right? I am not even at you. It's just you are sleeping, so I don't wake you. I don't wake you up for the dinner I just made today. I don't make dinner. I don't make dinner from tomorrow, he said, and Jimin see him. He started to him with, okay, so I make today, but I don't make dinner from tomorrow, he said, and Jimin see him. He started with his tiny hands. Jimin, hey, YoOngI, hey, what are you doing? Jimin, you make me. I thought you are at me, YoOngI. Why would I, huh? And see, you become more chubby while he said to see his face and pout. Jimin looked into another side and he folded his hand. Jimin, I don't talk with you. YoOngI, why? What I did? Jimin, you make me. I thought you are at me. YoOngI, I am not, but you look so good when you are explaining me situation, he said and chuckled. Jimin makeup power. Jimin, I never talk with you, he said, and go from there. YoOngI see him and sighed. YoOngI, I don't know what is in your heart, Jimin, what you are doing. If you will be, I become the most happiest person. If you don't, then I. He stopped and sighed. Jimin sit on Jimin sit on the bed. He is doing his assignment and YoOngI come in the room. After finishing his work, he just lay on the bed. Jimin see him. Jimin, you are sleepy? YoOngI, a little bit. Jimin, let's watch movie. YoOngI, what? No, I am sleepy. Jimin, come on, YoOngI, don't be so boring. Let's watch movie. YoOngI sighed and he nodded. He sit on the bed. Jimin, where is your laptop? YoOngI, no, not on my laptop. I have some important work to complete and also so many files. Jimin, like I care, he said, and see his laptop on the table. He take the laptop. YoOngI, you never listen me, Jimin, and I will never in future also. He sit beside him and start to find the movie. YoOngI, let's watch movie. Jimin, what? No, YoOngI, why you feel? Jimin, huh? Me and me? No way. YoOngI, then why you are why you are saying no? Jimin, I am saying as if you feel then YoOngI, no need to think about me. Let's watch. Jimin, what? No. YoOngI raised his eyebrow and he sighed. Jimin, fine. Let's watch, he said, and YoOngI off the lights. Jimin, why you off the lights? YoOngI, or how we watch movie with on lights? No way. Jimin, alright. They start the movie. YoOngI, sit here. I bring something for it. Jimin, no. He holds his hand. Jimin, you don't go anywhere. YoOngI, but Jimin, eat, eating snacks in is not in night. YoOngI, from when you start to think about this? Jimin, I always think about this. YoOngI, no. Jimin is failing, so he don't think to him more, and they start to watch movie. They start to watch movie, and Jimin, time to YoOngI, he almost hides his face. YoOngI can see him. He smile like this. He can watch thousands of movies. Suddenly, the appear and Jimin. YoOngI, hey, what happened? Jimin start. YoOngI eyes widen to see him. YoOngI, what happened, Jimin? Jimin, I'm feeling. YoOngI, I'm here. See, I on the lights. Jimin didn't even look up. Jimin, no, I'm feeling, he said, and YoOngI, okay, don't look up, let's sleep. Jimin sighed as no, he is not ready to listen anyone for now. YoOngI, see, I am here, sleep. His hand is roaming in his ears. Jimin is after some times the voice stopped. When he see Jimin fell in sleep, he sighed in real life to see him and lay on the bed. YoOngI, you are such a kid, Jimin, and you call me kid. Look at yourself. He see him and fell in sleep. This is the first time he do this, and then he himself sleep. Next day, YoOngI is the one who wake up first and he fresh up. He stands in front of the mirror when Jimin open his eyes and sit on the bed. Jimin, you wake up? He heard the voice and turned. Jimin is rubbing his eyes with his tiny fist. YoOngI went to him and hold his hand. YoOngI, don't do this. Go and fresh up, then we do the breakfast. Jimin nodded. He about to go, but he heard the doorbell voice. Jimin, who come? He become if young come. YoOngI, you first, you fresh up. I say, Jimin, no, I come with you. YoOngI, you are still. Jimin, a little bit. YoOngI, okay, come. He said, and Jimin won. He washed his face and then come outside. YoOngI hold his hand. Jimin see, and they both go downstairs. Hmm. They come downstairs. Jimin is in the living room. YoOngI go to open the door. He come. Jimin about to ask him, but he see his parents and YoOngI parents. They all look so. Jimin look at YoOngI. Jimin mom Dad, Mrs. Park, don't call me. Jimin looked at YoOngI and then her. Jimin, what happened? Mom, why you are so Mrs. Min? Oh, you us and we don't even feel. Jimin, what? I did. Mrs. Min, oh, you didn't do anything. Wait, I show you what you did, she said, and on the voice recorder, in which Young call her and tell her everything. How he and Jimin meet in university and they each other, etc. Jimin eyes widen. He become Jimin. I explain you, Auntie Mrs. Min. What explain her? Mr. Park, I feel when I call you my son Jimin. From Jimin eyes. From Jimin eyes to heard all this. Jimin, Dad, at least listen me, Mr. Park, to call me Dad, he said and went to him. Jimin, he speaks something, Mr. Park, his hand. Jimin closed his eyes, but he didn't feel any. He opened his eyes and see YoOngI, who stands in front of him. YoOngI, I am still I am still silent till now because you are all, but not this, he said, and leave Mr. Park and Jimin see YoOngI. YoOngI, now and now you all talk with me. First of all, Mr. Park and Mrs. Park, who gave you to come in my house? You are right. He don't to call you dad because you are not enough. You him to my parents like I don't know. He may don't know, but I know everything. And mom, you stay silent. Who you are, huh? Okay. How can you do this? You don't even think about him. You know your son's profession and everything. Still, you his love and he innocent without saying anything. Agree. So what, huh? If he have in past someone, it's not a big deal. I may have so many. You all know. You all know? No. You all come to him here. I stand now. Speak if you have, he said with his voice. Jimin see him. YoOngI, I trust him. I know he never me. I know he always stay with me. You all can go now. I don't want to say something to you, he said, and the four of them looked at each other. Mrs. Min, you will, he said. She said, and go from there. The others also go. YoOngI turned. He see Jimin. YoOngI, why are you wasting your precious because of them, he said, and why? Jimin, my parents. YoOngI, no need to. No need to think about this. The real thing you have to know is just your eyes so much. Jimin, no, they me to you. YoOngI, and I am happy. I got you. I don't care what's the way. Jimin, your profession? YoOngI, I am, he said, and Jimin see him. YoOngI, I may a CEO, but my real profession is. You accept this? Jimin nodded and him. Jimin, I promise I never talk with him again. I realize I don't him. He said, and YoOngI thought to light up his mood. YoOngI, whom you then Jimin looked at him. Jimin, why would I tell you? He said, and sit on the couch, YoOngI, and why not? You tell me, huh? Jimin, I, my best friend, Taeyang. YoOngI, he is your best friend, whom you choose as a partner. Jimin, same, Jimin, he pretend to think. YoOngI, tell me na, Jimin, he said, and point on the teddy place on the couch. YoOngI looked at him with face. He said and started laughing. YoOngI, I don't talk with you. Jimin, okay, sorry. I no need to choose anyone now as I have already. He said and YoOngI smiled. YoOngI, really? Jimin nodded. He is so happy today. The way YoOngI him is not a small thing. Jimin, but he sit on the side. Jimin, no need to think too much, okay? Still, you make the breakfast. YoOngI, now you know I am. Jimin, sorry, Jimin, I am. Jimin, so what I do, huh? You go and make breakfast. I am hungry. YoOngI, I don't make. Jimin, don't make. I don't let you go office. YoOngI, I listen you. Jimin, you have to. YoOngI, I am going. He stand up. Jimin about to stand, but he sit on the ground. Jimin, YoOngI turn. He turn. He see him. Jimin, oh, it's YoOngI. What happened, Jimin? I from the what happened, Jimin? Jimin, I from the couch. I think my YoOngI. Oh no, come sit here. He said, and Jimin sit on the couch. YoOngI, when you where you feel Jimin here. He points. He point on his. He point. He point on his feet. YoOngI wait. He and look at Jimin, who is showing him his big jaw eyes. He looking down and smile as he know Jimin is doing acting. For Jimin happiness he can do this. YoOngI, oh no, Jimin, what happened? What? He said. Then Jimin sit on the couch. He looking down and smile as he know. YoOngI, oh no, Jimin, what happened? Light band kar de. Jimin, what happened? YoOngI, I think I thought to take you out in night for dinner, but now. Jimin, huh? What? YoOngI, but it's okay. You sit here. Come in. Okay, so come in. Come in the kitchen. Help me. Jimin, you don't help me in dinner. YoOngI, come. Jimin sign and we go behind him. He is so done from his, but he is happy also. Jimin sit on the bed. So many days pass, everything is fine. Jimin and YoOngI. Jimin sit Jimin sit on the bed. So many days pass. Everything is fine. Jimin and YoOngI is so happy. Jimin almost forgets also his parents, him, all he is just for YoOngI. From when he know his profession, whenever YoOngI go out from home, he don't sit for a second, and he don't let YoOngI go out in night. Sometimes YoOngI feel like he's a kid, but he don't say anything. He to see Jimin cares for him. He is so happy with YoOngI. He is just fresh up as know the meaning of before. The way YoOngI handled there from the very first day. If someone else here in YoOngI place, he will surely Jimin or maybe him. That's why Jimin is happy. He got YoOngI. He think YoOngI is a home, so it's proud moment for him to introduce himself. The one person he himself don't know how it's happened. He's thinking all this when he feel two hands on his eyes. He smiles as he know the person as he know the person he holds the hands and without looking at him turn. Jimin, you come home early today? YoOngI, Jimin, any reason? YoOngI, yeah, I was start. He said, and Jimin looked at him with his done face. Jimin, such a person you are, YoOngI. Hmm, such a person you are, YoOngI. So only next text is you are YoOngI. YoOngI still you me Jimin said thanks to me YoOngI I will happily and in best way he said and Jimin become confused. YoOngI don't think too much your little don't understand he said and go for fresh up Jimin he always do this if it's continue like this how can come in this he mumble and start to do his work what he is doing. Jimin is making Jimin is making the dinner in the kitchen. The door knocked. Jimin see the time. Maybe YoOngI come. As nowadays YoOngI don't have any time. YoOngI don't have any time. He come whenever he want. As he said, he Jimin and sometimes he forget some files etc. Jimin smiled. He go and open the door, but his eyes widen when he see YoOngI full with and his friend Jungkook taking home. Jimin is so shocked. He don't even ask Jungkook what happened. He don't ask something. Jimin YoOngI. He went to him, but Jungkook stopped him. Jungkook, no, Jimin, he said, and Jimin see him. Jungkook didn't waste time and he take him in the room. 1, 2, 3. 1 2 and this one is 3. Last no next text. In room Jungkook is walking in the room. Jimin come. Jungkook Jimin go and close the doors and windows. Everything go fast. He said and Jimin go. He do as he said. Jungkook, where is the kit? He asked as Jimin come. Jimin gave him kit. Jungkook, you go out from room. Jimin, but what happened? Jungkook, do as I said, Jimin. He almost at him. Jimin become and he sign as no. He don't want to. Jungkook, Jimin, listen me, you will him. He said and become more fast. He run from the room. Jungkook, I'm sorry. He think and he start to clean the he took almost 45 minutes. YoOngI is sleeping. He almost full with the when Jungkook call him. Jimin come in the room. He called YoOngI and he is shocked. हाँ मेरा 20 से 25 मिनट He is shocked. He take 49. Come, justify your enmity for your and pick up the banana. Don't come to him. You stay from him. You don't even come in this room. Jimin, why? What happened with him? What is all this? Jungkook, you will got to know everything soon. For now, don't come here. Jimin, YoOngI, Jungkook, I am here with YoOngI. No one come in this house. Remember this. No one means no one. Now you can go. He said, and YoOngI opened his eyes. YoOngI, Jimin, he said as he looked at Jimin. YoOngI, Jungkook, let me talk with him. Jungkook nodded and he go out from there. Jimin went to him. Jimin, what is all this, YoOngI? How it's happened? YoOngI, Jimin, listen me. Now go from here. Jungkook called the driver. He arranged everything. Just go for now. Jimin, where I go, YoOngI, and what is all happening? YoOngI, you have to, Jimin, you have to for me. Jimin, no, I don't go anywhere. YoOngI, please. Jimin, YoOngI, listen me. You, me. Jimin nodded. YoOngI, I promise I come to take you by myself. Please, Jimin. Jimin, no, I don't go anywhere. Tell me what is all happening. Please, YoOngI, tell me. He is and asking him. YoOngI, go from here. Jungkook come in. Jungkook come in the room. YoOngI, take him from here. Remember one thing. Who is he? Jungkook, I know, he said, and he held Jimin's hand. Jimin, I don't go anywhere. He's saying, and YoOngI look into another side. He don't see him like this. YoOngI, I have to do this. I don't want Jimin all this happening. All this happens to you. He think and all this happens to you. पता नहीं text गूंग गया. YoOngI, he is like this now. We start our work, he said, and sit on the bed, and Jungkook nodded. Time skip after 3 months. Jimin looking outside from the window. He most of the time spent in his room. He most of the time spent in his room. Why YoOngI do this with him? He sent him from him. How can he do this? Someone enter in the room. Jimin looked at him and then looked into another side beak. So, you still don't have any plan to come out? Jimin, what I do outside, beak. I know you are Cookie Hyung boss, but you can sit with us, Jimin. We are also. Jimin, it's not like I don't want to talk with you. I don't want to sit with you. What I do outside, big. What you do in room whole day. Jimin, I think what happened on that time he take. How can I go? Big, if you want I help you, but if you in what you do. Jimin, no, I don't. Please send me. Big, Jungkook Hyung me. Jimin, please. If you don't, I go by myself, and my cards is still big. No, you don't go anywhere. Jimin, give me my cards back. Big, I don't. Sorry. Jimin, please, Big, give me my cards back. Big, sir, come downstairs, Mom. Make the breakfast. Make the breakfast. Come do breakfast with us. Jimmy, no, I don't. Big, you want your us? Jimin, oh, you think he don't said anything when he see I am in this room? Big, you are with your wish. Jimin, whatever. I am telling you, I don't stay here. I from here. Remember this. He sent and Big, go Big. I sent breakfast for you. Jimin son. Jungkook sent him Switzerland to his family as the place is perfect for Jimin right now. Jimin is in the room. Mrs. Jen take good care of him, and Jimin also respects her a lot, but he wants to go back, and no one let him. He have good friendship with Big. Big is Jimin's younger brother, but now Jimin is. He want to go back. He don't stay here, so he's saying Big who take his cards as so he don't go. But Big don't listen him and he go. Now Jimin is thinking how can he go from here? He have to find the cards and go from here. He have to see what is happening there. Time skip in night. Jimin find the cards. He don't tell anyone and he go. He have his and he come here. He the tickets gladly he get and sit on the plane. He don't know what he is doing is or not, but he just want to see YoOngI. He see him 3 months ago. He don't want to come, but Jungkook. Jimin come in. Jimin come in the mansion. He see the mansion is something is happening here. He go further and see YoOngI stand there. He about to go, but he stop when he see a girl come and stand beside him. She hold his hand. YoOngI look at her and pass her a smile. Their parents is also present here. They all are looking so happy. The girl a gown looking so beautiful. Jimin here 2 persons is talking. One, see how much they are looking beautiful. Two, yeah, right, it's like they for each other. Jimin heard his is like break into million of pieces. That's why YoOngI sent him. This is the reason he do all this. He think YoOngI is a something must happen. Something must happen because of that. He sent him, but he don't stay here. He run inside the mansion in his room. Jimin come in. Jimin come in the room. He see the room is with the and many more. He remember his falling from his eyes. He went to the bed and sit on the bed. He see there is no picture of him is in the room and nothing is here which to him. He see this it's good if he don't come back. He like up when the door open, the girl enter in the room. She see Jimin and go out from the room. Jimin don't know someone come in the room Within 2 minutes, YoOngI entered in the room. He see Jimin sit on the bed, lost in his thoughts. He the door, YoOngI, Jimin. Jimin heard the voice. He looked at YoOngI within his eyes. Jimin stand up. He went to him. Jimin, what is all this, YoOngI? YoOngI his face and Jim. YoOngI, why you come here, Jimin? Why you come here? Jimin, what is all this, YoOngI? YoOngI, why you come here? Why you come here? Hmm. Jimin, YoOngI, you think like this? Jimin, no. YoOngI, on his forehead. YoOngI, you have to do something for me. Jimin looked at him. YoOngI, you don't come out from the room. I come and tell you everything what is happening. For now I have to go. Jimin, but YoOngI, go. He don't listen him. Jimin sit on the couch is not stopping. He don't know he YoOngI or what he see. He don't know. He placed his head on the couch side and closed his eyes. He don't know when he fell in sleep. After almost 3 hours, YoOngI entered in the room. He just got to know how Jimin come. He went to him. YoOngI, he sat and placed his hand on his shoulder. Jimin opened his eyes when he see him, and he sit on the couch. Hmm. And he sit on the couch. Third last scene. Huh. This was the third last scene. See him and sit on the couch. YoOngI, you are so. I never think you react like this. You react that much calmly to see all this. Jimin, see what is me, how I am. He said with the voice. YoOngI, listen me now. On that day I was not. I am just showing you. I said Jungkook to set you. Young is a he will you Jimin. He said me. He have a spot of other. I don't want something happens. That's why I sent you as at Jungkook house as in your I only Jungkook. After that I said everyone here you are. For the world mean Jimin is even for your parents and my parents also, as they are also with Young, because on that day I speak with them because of you. They all become Jimin for your. I do this now. My mother said if you really with someone, Sophia is my secretary. Sophia is my secretary. She is she is just like my sister. She is helping me in all this. Right now also. She come in the room and see you sit. She know who's she. She come and directly said me. He don't even tell she don't even tell about you to Jungkook. You can trust her. Jimin, YoOngI, it's all because of me. YoOngI, no, it's not because of you. I almost handle everything. With some more days after that, everything become alright. Jimin, I am. How can I someone easily and said that feeling? YoOngI, it's alright, Jimin. Why you are saying this when I am here? I am thinking to call you back or talk with you. YoOngI, Jimin, I was so there. YoOngI, I know it's okay if you come. I am just thinking you come, he said, and Jimin. After a long time, YoOngI, are you hungry? Jimin sign as no. Jimin sign as no. YoOngI, uh, YoOngI sleepy. Jimin nodded. YoOngI, alright, let's sleep. Jimin, and you really her? YoOngI, I gave her also. Jimin nodded. Jimin, where is your parents? Where is she? Jimin, my parents is down. You're also. She is in another room. They all think she is here. Jimin just nodded. YoOngI him and also lay on the bed. YoOngI smiled to see him. YoOngI, Jimin. Jimin, YoOngI, why don't you come and ask me there what's all happening? Jimin, because I trust you. I know if all this happening there is must be a reason, but for some time I become and think if it's all is truth. YoOngI, with that much. Jimin nodded with the pouch. YoOngI, alright, now sleep, he said, and Jimin see him. He sit on the bed. He sit on the bed. Neither. The second last scene. No, no. Third last scene. Third last scene. Okay, so YoOngI see him. YoOngI, what happened? Jimin didn't give him any answer. Jimin, he said, and YoOngI smiled to see him. He chuckled. YoOngI, really? Then I also have to. Jimin, okay, he said cutely, and YoOngI see him. He said cutely, and YoOngI see him. So now I have to speak non-stop for almost 1 minute. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 pictures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's literally 7 pictures are left, and after that I take the estimate of 3, and 1, 2, 3, and now almost 3 pictures are like this. By text pass soon, if I see the seconds, then it's really don't move like now. Okay, so how are you all? Hope you all are doing well. Yun is doing voiceover from a long time and still she don't do anything. Like seriously? I speak too much, and when I open my eyes just 5 seconds are left. Like seriously, bro. Okay, so the next text is hmm hmm YoOngI give him Jimin, I just do one time. YoOngI chuckle to see him. YoOngI sleep now, he said, and Jimin see him, and then both fell in sleep peacefully. Both fell in sleep peacefully. The night passed like this. Next day, of course, YoOngI is the one who wake up first. Okay, so again 3 pictures are left. If the 3 pictures pass, takes us time to pass. Okay, you all read this text by yourself. Okay, here is also, and there also. Wow, I don't even think that was a, but I always, yeah, I was right. Well, leave it. Hmm. Second last text. Jimin is in Jimin is in his room. As YoOngI said, he don't come downstairs. He first sent their parents back. It's okay if Sophia stay here. YoOngI, when you go back, Mrs. Min, why you want to send us, YoOngI? Or what you want to stay here for forever? Mrs. Min, this is how you talk with me. YoOngI, I start to your mom from the day when you Jimin. You start to him. Mrs. Min, why don't you forget him, YoOngI? Why I forget him? No one can take his place, Mr. Park. Now you are YoOngI. This is not your problem. I don't want to see you all here in the mansion. In evening, you all can go. Mrs. Min YoOngI. But YoOngI, don't listen anyone. He go from there before he signed to Sophia. Sophia, auntie, it's okay. He was Mrs. Min. You don't take him serious, Sophia. Sophia, yes. Second last scene, and now the last scene and the third last text. In Rome, YoOngI enter in the room. He see Jimin sit on the bed thinking something. YoOngI go and sit beside him. He places his hand on his hand. Jimin see him. Jimin, you come. YoOngI, what you are thinking? Jimin, I am in my own house, just by a little. YoOngI, why you are yourself, Jimin? This is not your. You can see my profession. It's my also, right? Jimin, what is your? YoOngI, you are not understanding, Jimin. Jimin, because there is no concept. You just want to hide my. YoOngI stays silent. He don't know what he said to Jimin. The door knocked. Jimin looked at YoOngI. YoOngI, wait, I see. He said, and he see then Sophia come in the room. Sophia, hello, sir. She smiled. Jimin remember she is the girl who's downstairs. YoOngI, Jimin. She is Sophia, my secretary. My secretary. Secretary. My secretary. Second last text. Jimin. Don't call me sir. It's Jimin. Sophia. I thought to bring breakfast. By the way, they are going. YoOngI, that's good. Said them. They go as soon as possible. Jimin, but there is a problem. YoOngI, now what? Sophia. Auntie is saying she a maid here who take care of everything. YoOngI, what the maid said them. Why don't you said you want? Sophia, I said, but she don't listen me. She said she don't listen you also. If you heard, she don't go anywhere. YoOngI sigh. Now what he do? She is his mom. Sophia, if you said I once again try. YoOngI, please, Sophia, go and do something. Sophia, I try my best. She said and go. YoOngI sit beside him. YoOngI, you do the breakfast. From you don't eat anything from last night or from yesterday. From night. Jimin, I don't want to. YoOngI, what happened? You want something else? Jimin, I am not hungry. Last text. YoOngI, how you are not hungry? I know why you are doing this. It's okay, Jimin. I handle everything. Jimin, I increase your work. I come here. YoOngI, no, who said you don't do anything? He said, and Jimin see him with his big jaw eyes. See you soon.